And for all my returning viewers out there,
Welcome back.
to the most underrated financial YouTube channel out there,
Welcome back.
Making Easy Money.
Welcome back.
We're gonna cut straight to the chase on this one. Got good news and bad news. We're gonna start off with the bad news, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the price action that we received here on Friday, breaking that mid Bollinger Band to the downside. And this was a early warning signal I gave you guys a few days ago. Also, with that being said, we do expect to see a bounce before the actual election take place. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are wondering, will that bounce be enough to return back towards those $50 levels? Stick around, I'm going to give you my insight on that. Also, we're going to take a brief look at HOLO. If you have been keeping up with the channel, I gave everyone a warning. Do not touch this thing until it shows its sign of the short-term turnaround that is expected to take place due to the reverse stock split. Basically, the change in share float causes a supply and demand effect, and we tend to see a short-term turnaround. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you my end of the day price prediction for HOLO Monday. But before we do so, don't forget to get over to the Making Easy Money Discord server so you will not miss out on home run plays like you see here today. I alerted VSTE for the entry price of $2.22, with that price target being $2.40 plus. This was alerted back on November 1st, just yesterday, in the pre-market. And if we take a brief look and just check out that here really quickly, as you guys can see here, VSTE ran as high as $8 throughout the trading day from our $2.22 alert entry, and that is what you call home run plays. And you too can get these alerts in real time. All you have to do is stop what you're doing, drop down in that description below, click that Discord link, and let the gains begin. But not only will you get my alerts in real time, you will get the entire Making Easy Money in-house analyst. We have options alert, day trade alerts, we even have short sell alerts. So if any of that interests you, again, get over here immediately. Now, what we came to talk about here in today's video, of course, and don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, I will be giving you the great news for DJT here in a moment. Got to save the great news for last, right? But first topic we're going to talk about here in today's video is HOLO. Now, one thing that I have been repeating, and that is do not touch this thing until it shows a full sign of a short-term turnaround. Now, let's crunch the number. If we take a brief look and check out the capital trend here on HOLO, massive extra large numbers that we haven't seen on the extra large itself in quite some time. Even larger than the day that we closed with net inflow and favorment of 4.47 million, due to the fact that that large scale was also magnificent back on, again, the 9th of October. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it seems as though that HOLO may find itself in a swing cycle, which may result into a short cover wave, which is ultimately going to continue to push the share price up. Of course, what we are looking for here in HOLO, and I do feel as though that this is a short-term turnaround. I repeat, a short-term turnaround. This isn't going to hit astronomical numbers here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to present a great time for those to average down into this reversal, ultimately putting yourself in a better situation to either break even or walk away with some gains here in HOLO. Now, what we're currently looking at is the 15-minute chart here on HOLO, and we're forming a solid double bottom. I do feel as though that this double bottom is going to form a next leg up, which is ultimately going to reach and breach that $3.48 levels here early off in Monday's pre-market trading. And if that does take place here on Monday, well, ladies and gentlemen, we are staring down the barrel of a short cover wave. Yes, I said it, ladies and gentlemen, a short cover wave that can ultimately find itself in a swing cycle.
Well, damn, I wish you would started with that point. Because that's all you had to say, Woody. Woody, that's all he had to say.
And for those that is currently considering HOLO for a quick swing trade, just stick with me for a little while longer because you may want to hear this end of the week price target. It's really going to catch your attention, but I don't want to keep you guys waiting for the great news on DJT. As you all know, I will be going live Monday morning, 7:30 a.m. Central Time, which is an hour before the open. With that being said, make sure you get over to the homepage immediately and hit that notify me button so you will be notified once the live stream starts. Again, alerts like VSTE for the entry price of $2.22 was alerted during that live stream. Other stock, home run after home run, ladies and gentlemen, price target hit after price target hit. These are alerts that you do not want to miss out on. And when I'm live, I am really in rhythm. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hello there. And I just want to take a quick poll here. If you're currently holding DJT, can you please do me a favor and comment the ticker symbol in the comment section below? I want to see if we can get at least 50 of those comments. Now, as you all know, this mid Bollinger break to the downside isn't good at all. In fact, more often than not, stocks tend to actually challenge the lower shortly after. But I don't think that is the case here in DJT, and I'm going to tell you why shortly. If we take a brief look and just check out the capital trend here from 5 days trading, as you guys can see here, we do see net inflow and favorment of 13.77 million. That isn't high at all in comparison to the numbers that we were seeing previously, but if we look at our daily short sell analysis, as you guys can see here, 4 days of stacked short positions, and that all stemmed from the retracement day, which is pointing to major stacked positions. Now, what we expect to happen here next week, since the stock is in a retracement formation, we expect to see a pop in price to the upside, the total opposite of what we expected heading into the election if we were up. I was explaining to everyone, if DJT is up, ladies and gentlemen, this thing is going to retrace before the election, slightly before the day before, but that's not the case here. I do feel as though that shorts are going to close due to the risk that will be involved if Donald Trump actually wins. And not only that, they're currently in a great profit-taking position. With that being said, the adequate buying pressure that may roll into DJT here early Monday's trading may just be enough to set off DJT's short cover wave. Now, if that does happen, can we re-enter those $50 levels? Yes, we can, because these last 4 days of trading, we haven't got any major sign or symbol of massive covering going on. If we take a brief look and just check out the capital trend, since that 4-day stretch, Friday was the only inflow in favorment on the block orders, okay? Which means more covering than shorting going on Friday, but Thursday, Wednesday, and Tuesday were major outflow days, okay? So short cover possibility for DJT is likely due to the election risk, okay? Risk that comes with the election, like I explained earlier. We all expected for this thing to retrace before the election, slightly before. It was going to be a race to sell if the stock is up. Since it is down, the ball is now in shorts court, and that gym closed here pretty soon in about 2 days. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, shorts are going to be stuck with a tough decision. Stick around and maybe make one of the best trades that you have made in quite some time, or cover now, walk away with the gains that you have made and play it safe. I do feel as though that may be what actually happened, because again, riding on election is extremely risky, and I do expect for these major institutions and or hedge funds to close here shortly. Back to HOLO. And for those that is considering swing trading HOLO, I wouldn't go off loading up during the pre-market. In fact, I will wait until the market opens up, and I will wait and see how the market reacts to the opening share price here in HOLO, due to majority of today's move was solely off of a short cover. Which being said, we expect aggressive short selling right at the open here in HOLO on Monday. So with that being said, keep your eyes out on that price act. Don't panic, take advantage. Now, my end of the week price target here for HOLO, ladies and gentlemen, is around $4.26 levels. With that being said, if we do break those levels, ladies and gentlemen, expect to be crossing that mid Bollinger Band to the upside, and also with a SAR flip. But again, this isn't a long-term turnaround for HOLO, and it's not even close. In fact, reverse stock split tend to actually just it tends to buy a company time. Not only that, you tend to actually see, more often than not, a slight pop in price. Okay, you see a slight turnaround. We have seen that happen all year long, and HOLO does have a high retail investor interest, but once breaking this mid Bollinger Band to the downside, ladies and gentlemen, and comfortably riding this lower for so long, we do expect to see a massive cover wave, and some people call it a bouncing dead cat. So I do feel as though that may be what's happening here in HOLO, and that's just the bad side of things. But the great side of things, ladies and gentlemen, it is looking extremely bullish. The bad thing is, if we look at the trading patterns in the past, as you guys can see here, this thing hasn't seen a multi-day running situation here on a consistent basis. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes out on that $4.26 level cross, and towards the downside, which will spell doom, is setting another 52-week low, which currently sits here at $2.40. And last but not least, don't forget, get over to the home page, hit that notify me button, and get ready for the gains. And oh yeah,
may the gains be with you, my young Padawan.
Click the video that you see on the screen to be notified when Monday's live stream starts.